Welcome to The Edit with your host, Vivian Cole. Brought to you by Vogue Media Agency, the podcast where branding, visibility, and influence are curated with intention. Each week, we cut through the noise to explore strategy, storytelling, and what it really takes to build a brand that's seen, heard, and remembered.
Welcome to The Edit. I'm Vivian Cole. Today we're editing public relations. Not publicity, not press for attention's sake, but strategic public relations built on clarity, credibility, and intention. Public relations is often misunderstood. Many brands think PR is about being everywhere or chasing headlines, but real PR is about placement, narrative, and trust. Visibility without credibility does not last. Strategic PR begins with narrative. Not a press release or a pitch, but the story your brand tells about who you are, why you exist, and why your voice matters now. If you don't define that narrative, someone else will, or no one will. A strong media narrative is not a list of accomplishments, it's relevance. It answers one essential question for editors and journalists. Why does this matter to our audience? Effective narratives connect your brand to broader conversations and position you as a source, not a self-promoter. This is where many brands struggle. They lead with themselves instead of leading with value. Strategic PR starts with understanding the outlet before crafting the pitch. Who is their audience? What do they cover? What tone do they use? Pitching without this context isn't strategy, it's noise. Clarity in pitching is critical. Journalists are busy. A strong pitch is concise, focused, and respectful of attention. It communicates value quickly and signals professionalism. Strategic PR is not about forcing coverage. It's about earning it. Press credibility is built over time through consistency, accuracy, and preparation. Brands that approach PR professionally build long-term relationships. Brands that take rejection personally undermine trust. Your digital presence also matters. Journalists research before responding. If your website, messaging, or social presence doesn't support your pitch, credibility erodes quickly. Every touchpoint reinforces or weakens your story. Building press credibility across diverse outlets requires adaptability without dilution. The narrative may be framed differently for business, lifestyle, or cultural media, but the core message must remain consistent. Strong brands know how to translate their value without losing their voice. Public relations also requires patience. A single placement is not a strategy. Momentum comes from thoughtful, consistent outreach and relationship building over time. Strategic PR supports brand positioning by creating third-party validation that marketing alone cannot provide. Reputation built through earned media opens doors long before you walk into the room. Equally important is knowing when not to pitch. Not every update is newsworthy. Strategic restraint protects credibility and makes your outreach more effective. PR is not about control. It's about preparation. Brands that understand this focus on message clarity, boundaries, and readiness rather than micromanagement. Now, here's your reflection moment. If a journalist encountered your brand today, would your narrative be clear? Would your message feel relevant and credible? Would your digital presence support the story you're telling? If not, your PR strategy needs an edit. Because public relations isn't about getting attention, it's about earning trust in public. That is the PR narrative edit. You've been listening to The Edit, brought to you by Vogue Media Agency. To build a public relations strategy rooted in clarity, credibility, and long-term influence, visit voguemedia.us. Until next time, edit the story before you pitch it.
Thanks for listening to The Edit with Vivian Cole, brought to you by Vogue Media Agency. Be sure to subscribe for more insights, share this episode with your network, and join us next week for another conversation on building brands with clarity, confidence, and impact. Visit voguemedia.us.
Vogue Media Agency offers comprehensive services to help small to medium-sized businesses, faith-based and nonprofit organizations, content creators, and entrepreneurs establish and grow their online presence. Focusing on website design, landing pages, social media management, podcast training, branding, weblog creation, and public relations, Vogue Media Agency provides a convenient one-stop solution for clients looking to elevate their digital footprint. What sets us apart is our personalized service and niche expertise. We are your marketing consultants. Contact us today.
To contact Vogue Media Agency, call 212-470-2730 or visit voguemedia.us.